Good morning. We are here for the Memphis Tigers, and as you can see, we've already gone through week one of the bowl week. Well, I decided after some consideration that I was comfortable enough taking the head coaching job, and I decided to take the head coaching job at Florida State. Once I did that, I thought to myself, well, what do I really want to do? And I thought to myself, what do I really want to do? Did I really want to play the game? Or did I just want to start moving along? And I kind of found myself thinking, I kind of want to move along. So I went ahead and I decided to go ahead and send the bowl game. And unfortunately, we lost 45-30. Kind of knew we were going to lose. It was kind of just one of them things. We're playing a highly ranked SEC team in Tennessee, and I kind of knew it was going to be one of those things where it was like, yeah, we're probably going to lose. But here we are, and so here we are, and we're into the second week of the bowl game series. And we're going to look at what happened for the first round. So in the first round, we saw North Texas beat Colorado 38-35. They will play number 4, Oklahoma. The 8-9 matchup saw Oklahoma beat Duke 30-15. They will play number 1, Clemson. USC beat Florida 34-28. They will play number 3, Pitt. And Oregon beat Georgia 19-17. They will play number 2, SMU. So let's just see. So North Texas basically overcame Colorado, putting 14 points on the board in the final quarter, put 17 of their own, and won it by a field goal. Julian Lewis for Colorado finished 29 of 46 for 382 with 3 scores. North Texas's Colin Stroud finished 25 of 43, 268, no touchdowns, no picks. For the running game for Colorado, Micah Welch went 12 for 48 with a touchdown. Julian Lewis went 11 for 31 with a touchdown. They didn't really have much rushing past that. For North Texas, Tyson Brown went 17 for 97 with 3 scores. Andrew Paul went 5 for 40 with 2. Not too bad. Receiving, Jalen Lloyd for North Texas had 7 for 85. Gavin Freeman went 6 for 77. And for Colorado, Joseph Williams went 7 for 120 with a touchdown. Draylon Miller went 9 for 119 with a touchdown. Marion Miller went 10 for 112 with a touchdown. So they had 3 receivers go over 100 yards. Each of them had a touchdown, and they still managed to lose by a field goal. Damn. That's crazy. I mean, Oklahoma winning the way they did shocked me. USC winning doesn't surprise me. Oregon winning by 2 over Georgia, a little surprising, especially when you look at, well, especially when you just look at it. It is a little surprising. So Arch Manning went 21 to 38, 237, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Devin Dampier went 14 to 20, 201, 2 touchdowns for Oregon. Dante Moore is on the roster. I just would have thought he would have left, but guess not. Rushing attack, Bryson Donaldson went 22 for 55. Dampier went 19 for 46. As for Georgia, Nate Frazier, 11 for 61 with a touchdown. Roderick Robertson II, 4 for 42. Arch Manning, 18 for 21 with a touchdown. On the receiving side for Georgia, London Humphreys had 8 for 120, 112. Lawson Lucky had 4 for 49. As for Oregon, Kyler Casper had 4 for 83 with 2 scores. And then Kenyon Sadiq had 3 for 34. Second round matchups, I am not going to lie, the only one that kind of has me thinking that there's a chance of an upset, honestly, would be Pitt, USC, and then maybe SMU, Oregon. I don't think Oklahoma is going to beat Clemson. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so. But we'll take a look here and we'll see. We are 3 weeks away from taking over at Florida State. Let's see how this goes. All right, so we move on. Another week is in the bracket. So, oh wow. Okay, so Alabama cruises by North Texas 56-24. Not a shock there. It's an 8-1 matchup here. Only being a 6-point game is a bit of a surprise. Clemson won 48-42. Alonzo Barrett III went 26-37. 358, 4 touchdowns. He got sacked 3 times. For Oklahoma, Demon Williams Jr. went 24-39, 300 yards, 3 scores. The rushing attack for Clemson, Isaac Brown, 17, 133, and 2 scores. For Oklahoma, Darian. Whoa, okay. I didn't see that. Darian Price went 13 carries, 99 yards, and a score. Demon Williams Jr. went 11 for 20 with a touchdown. Wow. That's crazy. All right. So on the receiving front, Javian Gibbs, 8 for 77 with a touchdown. Isaiah Stanika went 6 for 74 with 2 scores. For Clemson, TJ Moore, 9, 156, 1 touchdown. And then Tyler Brown, 2 for 37 with 2 scores. And then A.J. Turner, 2 for 24 with a touchdown. That's nuts. I can't believe it was that close, but honestly, I can't say I'm not surprised. And then the other side of the bracket is where the upsets happen. USC obliterates Pitt 48-3. I mean, they just they dog walked. Eli Holstein goes 14 for 29, 125, no touchdowns, 2 picks. For USC, Jaden Maivia goes 22 of 35, 259, 2 touchdowns. On the rushing side, Maivia 22, 115 and a touchdown. Cedric Alexander 14, 42 and 3 scores. For Pitt, Saniqua Smith, 11 for 38. On the receiving side, Dorian Fleming went 4 for 46. That's pretty much it for Pitt. USC, DeAndre Moore Jr., 8, 111, 1 touchdown. Xavier Jordan, 4 for 70 with the touchdown. That was crazy. And then in the final game, Oregon beats SMU 41-38. Oregon actually overcame SMU, scoring 15 points in the final quarter as they beat them by a field goal. Dampier went 24-38, 348, 4 touchdowns, no picks. For SMU, Kevin Jennings went 27-44, 362, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. On the rushing side, T.J. Harden, 15-95 and 1 touchdown. Jennings, 11-31, 2 scores. For Oregon, Bryson Donaldson, 22-86, no touchdowns. Dampier, 13-30 and 1 score. On the receiving side, Justice Lowe, 8 for 114 with a touchdown. Kyler Casper, 6 for 104 with 2 touchdowns. DeCorian Moore, 5 for 74 with a touchdown. SMU, Dylan Singleton, 4 for 106 with a score. Jalen Cooper, 5 for 75 with a touchdown. And I mean, that's crazy, but I can't say I'm surprised. So the semifinals is number 1 Clemson versus number 4 Alabama, and then number 10 Oregon versus number 11 USC. So one of the top 4 is going to end up in the national title game. The only question is which one. That's going to be interesting. So let's see. Who ends up in the national championship? Okay. Well, I know who my OC and DC for next year will be. Florida State. Interesting. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it could be worse. Wow, but it could be. So we know. So it'll be Alabama versus USC. Bama beat Clemson 59-38, and USC beat Oregon 31-20. For the 1-4 matchup, Ty Simpson went 22 of 31, 361 and 5 scores. For Clemson, Alonzo Barnett went 26 to 35, 397, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. On the rushing side, A.J. Turner, 15, 52 and a touchdown. For Alabama, Richard Young, 15, 136. A.K. Deere went 7 for 9 with a touchdown. For Clemson, A.J. Turner, 13 for 52 with a touchdown. On the receiving side, Tyler Brown, 8 for 197 and 2 scores. Bryant Westco Jr. went 6 for 86 with a touchdown. Olson Pat Henry, 4 for 44 with a touchdown. For Alabama, Jalen Maccabee went 10 for 153 with 2 scores. Ryan Williams went 6 for 114 with a touchdown. Isaiah Horton, 5 for 76 with a touchdown. Cole Adams, 1 for 18 with a touchdown. So the finals will be USC and Alabama in Las Vegas. Honestly, I'm intrigued to see who wins, but I really don't know who it'll be. So Alabama and USC for all the marbles. All right. All righty. So the USC is your 2026 national champion as they win 35-23 over Alabama. There was no doubt. Alabama got all their points in the first half. USC was actually down 23-14 going into the second half. USC puts up 21 points in the second half, ends up picking up the win. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. Ty Simpson goes 19 of 40, 247, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Jaden Maivia goes 32 of 50, 392, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. So, yeah. We covered that already. Yeah. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. On the rushing side for USC, Cedric Alexander, 10 for 61 with a touchdown. Wayman Jordan, 6 for 19 with a touchdown. For Alabama, Richard Young, 7 for 70. A.K. Deere, 2 for 5 yards and a touchdown. USC, okay. On the receiving side, Julian Macabre, 6 for 103, no score. Man. As for USC, DeAndre Moore, 8 for 108 with 2 touchdowns. Walter Matthews, 4 for 81. Xavier Jordan, 5 for 57 with a touchdown. So your 2026 national champion is the USC Trojans. New head coach for Florida State going forward is Ryan Silverfield. We will see how that goes. So, okay, so we're getting ready to move on into next year. The CFP history update. Lincoln Riley ends up becoming the 2026 national champion as the USC Trojans defeat the Alabama Crimson Tide 35-23. And we will get ready to move into the off-season and the off-season first year for Ryan Silverfield as he takes the helm of the Florida State Seminoles. Let's see. Ooh, interesting. I think I'm gonna do this one. Alright, so we have our off-season for Florida State. Let's see, who is leaving so far? We have Lloyd McCoy from Miami, Florida. He is predicted to go in the 3rd round. We could try to bring him back, but I don't think I'm going to, just because he's projected to go in the 3rd round. We have 2 quarterbacks that are looking at transferring. Brian Glenn, who is a redshirt junior, he's looking at transfer, citing playing time. And Blake Baker, a junior from Cypress, Texas, is also wanting to transfer, citing playing time. Right guard Sean Port is wanting to transfer due to championship contendership. And then Javon Boggs is wanting to transfer, citing play style. So, I I don't know. I need to look at my roster and see what I'm looking at as far as a few positions, considering that I'm just taking over this roster and I have no idea what's here. So on the quarterback front, all right, so I'm gonna lose Anthony Calhoun. He's gonna graduate. We will be keeping Kevin Speary, who's a sophomore from Denton, Texas. And we'll also be keeping freshman Clint Forte, who is okay, so we'll lose two. So if I let either one of these guys go, which I'm not going to lie, I'm thinking about letting one of them go. I'm just not sure which one. I also would like to know what they have in the recruiting for this, because that would help me out a lot too. I'm thinking about possibly keeping, I don't know, I mean, I'm thinking maybe possibly keeping, let's see, I don't know. I don't actually know which one I'm going to keep. I don't know. I mean, because both of them make sense. I mean, Brock Glenn is shorter, but he's a pocket passer, but he's shorter. Blake Baker is 6'5". He's a backfield creator. He's got decent speed, decent agility. He's got good throw power. He's got good short arm accuracy. Medium accuracy is pretty good. Deep throw accuracy is also pretty decent. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So, all right, let me see. I think I'm going to try for Brock Glenn first. Let's see if we can try to persuade him to stay. And he's not staying. Okay. I kind of figured it would happen. All right. So let's try and see if we can get Jadavian Boggs to stay. And he's not staying. All right. Let's try Sean Port. Let's try the guard. He's not staying. All right. What about Blake Baker? And he's leaving too. All right. So pretty much everyone's leaving. I could try to bring back Lauren McCoy, but honestly, he's projected to go in the third round. I honestly feel like it would be a good idea. So I think I'm gonna let him go, and then we're gonna have to see what we're gonna have to do as far as recruiting goes, to try to make up for what we're losing. All right, so the transfer portal is now officially set, as we see pretty much everybody walk out. We've seen what we've seen walk out. Draft results for Florida State. Aaron Anderson, wide receiver from New Orleans, went in the first round. Mark Fletcher Jr. went in the third. London McCoy went in the third as well. And then Jacarius Peak went in round 6. Now, I want to check out my old team at Memphis. Let's see who left in the draft. And the only person that left in the draft for Memphis was C.J. Smith, and he entered the draft in the 7th round. Alrighty, so off-season recruiting. We have, wow, okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 players signed so far. We need to sign a quarterback, or another tackle. We need 2 guards. So we're going to need to get to work. So Colton Joseph is a transfer. Basically, 3 of the 4 guys that were, oh God, all of them are transfers. All right, let's look at the transfer portal. Screw up. The 4 quarterbacks that we're looking at. 1 is from Arizona State. That would be Colton Joseph. Another one is from Central Michigan. That would be Jaden Glazer. Dash Burley is from Washington. And then A.J. Brand is from San Jose State. Quarterback for Memphis. That was a little surprised, but then I'm not. All right, so I'm just going to be honest. I think I'm going to put Colton Joseph and A.J. Brand on my list. We're going to move to the tackles. And we're going to add I think I'm going to add 3 stars, 2-star tackle, Bradley Small. No, I'm going to go with it. I'll go with 3-star Braden Carter. The guards, let me see, who's on the prospect list for the guards? All right, what do we got? We only got 2. I'll take them both. So I need both of them anyway. Outside linebackers, we will look at 3-star Sua Ringo from Miami. We need 2 strong safeties, and we need a punter. And I'm out of butter, so I'll need to look at the punter after I try to get some people, try to get some more signed. Alrighty, so all right, let's get started. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's schedule him a visit this week, and we'll go conference prestige, playing time. I go coach prestige, conference prestige. All right. Pro potentially. So, all right. 25 on him. Gerald done. Let's see. Deal breaker is playing time. All right. So we need to add another quarterback. It looks like. Set him up for the visit. We'll do conference prestige. Pro potential, I think. Play time. Pro potential. All right. Okay, we got 3. Let's look at the punter. Let's look at a punter. All right. All right, we got everybody set up for the visit. We've got players signed that need to be signed. We are at this present point in time. We're looking at the number 35 class in the country. As for our former team, Memphis, number 95. As they have signed 5 3-stars so far. Alrighty, so let's get through week 1. Get through week 1 of recruiting, and we get a commitment from Greg Wade from Venice, Florida, a wide receiver, 4 stars. And that's it so far. We did lose out on a strong safety as he went in cut his list to his top 5. We did not make that top 5. Jaden Patterson is out. So far, that is it. We're going to need another sign another safety. We'll do that. We will put Micah Davis on the board. We will give him a scholarship. Go ahead and invest 25 hours. He is a junior transfer from Dexter, Michigan. Let's see, what team did he play for last year? The team that he played for last year was Eastern Michigan. Okay. All right, so we have our list of players. Let's see. Anybody new ready for a visit? All right, we've got 2. Colton Joseph and AJ Bryant. But neither one of them have a check mark, have a positive check mark on anything yet. So we're going to wait until hopefully one of them does. I don't think we have, I think everybody else has pretty much been taken care of. Yep. Yep. All right. So we've got 10 players under scholarship so far. All right, let's see. What does next week unfold? Going into week 3, what are we looking at? We lost out on Colton Joseph. He committed to Texas. So quarterback Colton Joseph decided, I'm going to go sign with Texas. And so we lost him. So we lost out on the quarterback. All right, so what do we got left? We got Dash Greenlee from Temecula, California. He's a redshirt. He's a true freshman. So we'll sign him. Or we'll put him on the roster. See what we can get for him. He's looking at Oregon hard. I don't know what that'll mean for us, but we'll see. Alright, so that is pretty much it for that. Let's see. Ready for a visit? AJ Bryant still nope. Got one for Catholics for Steve. We'll go ahead and link him up for that. I'd say pro potential. Brand, we got nothing. Carter, we got nothing. Rodriguez, brand exposure. Alright, so we want to. No, we don't have anything good. Ringo, nothing. Brand exposure for Bryce. Bryce Rowan. I think we'll take it. And then nothing yet for Dash. So we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so we're getting into the final week. We got a commitment from Mike linebacker Tyree Clinton from Altamore Springs, Florida. We lost Bryce Rowe. He decided to commit to USF. So we're going into our final week of recruiting. Oh boy. Alright. Just have to make do with what we got. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go through the final week. And see who all ends up signing. So we get a commitment from right guard John Rodriguez from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We get a commitment from center Marco Manuel from Del Carrillo, Florida. A commitment from wide receiver Connor Hamlet from Orlando. Halfback Eric Kahn from Brayton, Florida. Center Anthony Stanford from St. Petersburg, Florida. Free safety Demarion Irving from Kissimmee, Florida. Halfback Devin Rhodes from Bella Glade, Florida. Quarterback Patrick Williams from Cedar Hill, Texas. Left end Nick Longorio from Detroit, Michigan. Strong safety Micah Davis from Dexter, Michigan. Guard Devin Buck from Winter Park, Florida. Will linebacker Sua Ringo from Miami. Left edge Monty Fournette from Palm Coast, Florida. Tackle Braden Carter from Cumming, Georgia. Wide receiver Carlos Bryant from Dallas, Texas. Punter Josh Barrera from Oxon Hill, Maryland. Right guard Camille Bowling from Dallas, Georgia. Guard Alex Cherry from Laurel, Maryland. And that is pretty much it. We got a lot of recruits signed, and we will see what we're looking at. AJ Graham signed with Michigan. Dash Breeley signed with UCLA. Vince Daniels signed with Maryland. All right, so for National Signing Day, out of the 35 recruits that we put on our board, we walked away with a total of 29, giving us the number 34 class in an American national class. As for Memphis, they ended up with the number 87. They signed 14 players, 13 3-stars and a 2-star. All right, so you know who we've got signed. Well, let's make sure that our positions are set and solidified. I want to see, do we have any athletes? We do. Interesting. Alrighty, so our quarterbacks, we are going to have 3 on the roster this year. Kevin Speary will be the starter, sophomore from Denton, Texas. Backing him up will be Patrick Williams and Clint Forte. Ooh, man, we got yeah, this is going to be interesting. All right, wide receiver, we got 3 tight ends. We got 4 left tackles. We go out on the right side. We got 4. All right, we're good. Left guards, we've got 2. Right guards, we've got more than 2. So let's see, what do we got on the left side? We've got a 79 and a 74. All right, let's go ahead and move him over to the left side. That would give us 3. On the right side, we would have 5. So let's move him over to the right side too. Or the left side, I'm sorry. Alrighty, so we've got our left guards, we got 4. Right guards, we got 4. Centers, we got 2. Defensive ends on the left side, we got 4. Right side, we got 4. We're good there. Sam's, we got 4. Mike's, we got 4. Will's, we got 2. Alright, so far everything looks good. We're going to junior kicker, and then we're going to freshman punter. And don't actually know where he's going to end up. Well, that is a good question, because we could put him at D tackle. Right now they have him listed as a left edge, and he would be a 64. So we put him in a, let's see, 66 D tackle. All right, let me see. What would we be looking at D tackle wise? He'd be at the bottom of the list. But we'd have a chance to get him up. I think we'll do it. We're going to put him at D tackle. Yeah, I think I'm going to put him at D tackle. All right. So everyone has been taken care of. training results. All right, +8 went to the left guard, 1918. He looks like he was probably the closest one. Quarterbacks. Sperry went up 5. He went up to an 83. Forte went up 4 to a 69. Not bad. Buck went up 8 to a 66. I got a +7 on same linebacker, Ashton Bracewell. So 9 for Sua Ringo. He's moved up to an 82. As well as Miles Rayburn, he moved up 9 to an 82 as well. Interesting. All right. So the trading results are in. I think I'm going to look at upgrading. I think I'm going to look at upgrading the motivator one more time. And let's do it for the linebackers. All right. Training results. All right. Let's see. Do we need to encourage transfers? We do not. We are actually 2 under the limit. So we are actually good. All right. So we are through the season. We are into the preseason of the 2027 season with Florida State. I did this mainly because I wanted to get the off season set up. I wanted to get through Memphis and the off season. We are through the off season. We are now officially with Florida State. I'm going to go ahead and set up the recruiting board real quick while I'm thinking about it. So we need 2 quarterbacks, we need 2 tailbacks. All right. All right. Two wide receivers. A tight end. Put him on the list. 2 tackles. 3 edges. Three outside linebackers, 2 free safeties, and 3 strong safeties. Well, we only got one. All right, so far we have 20 recruits on the board. Now, well, let's see, what are we going to end up with? All right, so we have our recruiting board set up for next season. We will take a look at our 2027 season schedule. We are off for week 0. We would be playing Georgia week 1 at home. We'd be playing FCS Midwest, Bowling Green, having a bye week 4, and an open ACC play at home against Miami. We would travel to North Carolina, Clemson, Cal, and Syracuse, and then Florida. Our senior night game would be against Pitt at home. So I think the only change on this schedule I'm going to make is going to be against Georgia. I think instead of Georgia, I think we're going to pick somebody from the SEC, but it's not going to be them. I think I'm going to go with Kentucky. So we're going to do Kentucky. So we're going to open the season at home against Kentucky and not Georgia. I think that'll be a little bit of a better start for us. At least a better start for me to kind of get my feet wet and kind of get going. So we're going to be opening at home against Georgia, the Georgia, FCS Midwest, and then Bowling Green. I think I'm going to take out FCS Midwest, and I think instead I'm going to do like you know what? Instead of them, I'm gonna schedule it Appalachian State. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So we're gonna save the changes we made, and before we wrap up, take a look at what the preseason Heisman watch looks like, and it is Darian Mensah from Duke, Bryce Underwood from Michigan, Oregon's Corian Moore, LSU's Marcel Reed, oh wow, and then Oregon's Dante Moore. Interesting. So he played 2 years at A&M and left, hit the portal, and is joining LSU for his senior season. Two years at Duke, finishing at Duke. 2 years at Michigan. Wow. So the only one that's actually transferred out was Marcel Reed off the Heisman list. We will on the next stream we will unveil the top 25, and then we will kick off the 2027 season and get this started for the Florida State Seminoles. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day.